The poster is ambiguous but eye-catching, which intrigues the onlooker. The trailer then gives slightly more information in a dramatic way, whilst keeping the twists in the plot evident but unclear. The magazine cover then entices the reader with exclusives on the film and an intriguing image. In the trailer, there is a suggested dual narrative with the girl's voice.
You think you know someone, but you learn to realise nothing's simple anymore.
And the man's breathing. There are also codes of thrillers, such as the knife, which connotes violence, and the villain, which connotes evil. A stereotypical girl is shown as young in her school uniform, and weak and defenseless as she runs away, all typical of a thriller. The atmospheric music and sound effects also suit and portray the genre, such as the sting at the end, which helps establish suspense. The chase scene also helps create suspense and tension, all conventions of a thriller. The realistic locations create verisimilitude and help the audience to identify with the characters and their situations, which enables them to feel the suspense and tension building up. In the poster, there are also codes of a thriller, such as the knife, the male villain, and the black or darkness which surrounds the poster. On the magazine cover, we have once again the typical codes and conventions of a thriller, such as the stereotypical inferior innocent girl, which is portrayed through her school uniform and ominous surroundings, as well as her scared and frantic nature. This all creates verisimilitude. In the trailer, we have included the codes and conventions of a thriller, as aforementioned, as well as using sound effects and various editing techniques, such as jump cuts, to create suspense and tension, which we could tell from our audience research was what our target audience expected from a thriller. In the poster, we used dim lighting on the main image to create a sense of mystery and ambiguity, which is typically associated with thrillers. Finally, in the magazine, we used harsh lighting on the main image, which in contrast to the poster, created verisimilitude, as it did not look like a movie image, but more like a scene you could see in front of you. The realistic yet creepy background also contributed to this effect. Following the codes and conventions of a thriller, we have represented the girl as weak, helpless, and innocent through things such as her young age, she is often shown in uniform, and her frantic and frightened behavior, such as in the chase scene. We represented the man as a villain. He is much older than the girl. We never show his face to create an air of mystery and make him seem more terrifying and sinister. He is always wearing dark clothes so he can fade in with the background, and always has his hood up to conceal his identity, suggesting that he is often doing something wrong. In the trailer, we hear him breathing heavily. Which gave a beast-like quality to his character. This helps portray him as the villain and reiterated the girl's innocence. In the poster, although we do not see the male's face, he is distinguishable by his frame and hand. The way he is leaning over and opening a door makes it seem as if he has found the audience's hiding place, whilst it is also clear that the second character must be the one he has found. This represents the male as evil and murderous, as he is taking up most of the frame and he is holding a knife and appears to be seeking someone out. We do not see the young girl in the poster, but the audience can assume that they are looking from her point of view. Therefore, she is once again represented as the weak female, and she is scared and hiding. Her eye line suggests she is looking up at the male, also once again representing his superiority over her. From our questionnaires and other audience research, we identified what our audience wanted and expected from our products. Our research told us that our target audience prioritized suspense in a thriller above all else, so we portrayed this theme in the trailer through such editing techniques as jump cuts and stings. As well as eerie, non-diegetic background music. Our target audience was largely 16 to 20-year-olds, which we appealed to through such things as having a website link at the bottom of our poster and at the top of our magazine cover. We did this because we knew that a younger target audience are more likely to be intrigued and reached by technological media marketing techniques. We also found that a large section of them were students. We played on this by adding more scenes of the young girl in a school uniform, whereas before she was plainly dressed, and adding her voiceover to help our younger target audience relate with her.
You think you know someone, but you learn to realise nothing's simple anymore.
We did the same in the magazine cover by having the girl in her uniform as the main image. We feel that we have successfully created the themes of innocence versus evil in all of our products. In the trailer, we show the distress and innocence of the young girl, and the sinister qualities and actions of the man. In the poster, we show a dark, disturbing image in which the evil character of the man is perfectly translated through such things as lighting, clothing, body language, and props, whilst the overall point of view shot of the poster helps the audience to relate with the young girl and her innocence. Finally, on the magazine cover, we show only the girl in contrast to the poster. Her clothing, the location, and her young age and appearance all successfully portray her innocence.